we got to talk about the MCU, all right? The Marvel Cinematic Universe. This place of entertainment that I've known so long and it has been a part of my life. I haven't seen the Marvels yet, so I don't even know what to think about that. I was going to go see it last night, couldn't because we had to record for Breakdown. But I'm going to go see it, and I'm going to do a whole review thing on just it because I'm hearing good, I'm hearing bad, I don't know. So I want to leave that aside to give you guys my thoughts here. But I have been a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since I was 14 years old. 14. There has been nothing like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It has been the highest of highs, 10 years of a build to get one of the best payoffs in MCU history with Infinity War, which in my opinion was the better movie. But since that point, I haven't in any way understood or related to the MCU. What happened to the thing that I love? I don't understand, man. Was it Disney Plus? Was it the fact that after you tell a big story like they just got through, that you just half-ass your way through the millions and billions that you made? We've gotten to a point now where the MCU is, quite frankly, on the verge of death. People are saying it's dead. It's on the verge of it. After you come out of Endgame, of course, there's a rebuilding process. Treat it like an NBA organization losing LeBron James, right? That's what happened. You lose Robert Downey Jr., you lose Thanos, you lose Captain America. By the way, your replacement's sitting right the fuck here. I could be Captain America. Do we need to? The point I'm trying to make is the MCU has in no way evolved from the rebuilding phase. You lose these big-time actors. You lose the big-time story. There's a rebuilding phase that goes on, usually before Disney Plus, and maybe Disney Plus is what we blame here for this, but usually there was a gap, a time for us to go away for a second. We get to miss you a little bit. Right? Just like your loved ones when you leave for a bit. You know, you miss them for a bit. Which makes the heart grow fonder. Time, distance. Sometimes you need that. I don't like what happened next. What happened next was a focus on rebuilding through presenting characters no one cared about. Actually, let's go show by show. Because yes, I care about some of them. But did they really do anything to further what is the MCU? Sure, you can have some little one-off side stuff. WandaVision. I cared about that. Now, some of the things at the end of the show don't make a lot of sense, but I understand why they did it to set up some other things, which is the whole point, I thought. Disney Plus 2021 lockdown. This is why we're doing it, right? We have Disney Plus. Streaming services are all popping up like fucking weeds in a garden because people aren't going to movies because we're all in lockdown or coming out of it. Introduce Marina Rambeau. Cool. Falcon Winter Soldier. Cool. I'm down with it. You want to make Falcon into Captain America? Cool. Loki. Bang! That's a hit. But you want to know the problem? Even if we started off 1, 2, 3, these pocket shows, right? WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, they're great as standalone. But what they contribute to the MCU as side quests and maybe not even on the same page as a congruent storyline to get to the main thing starts to have what you see in Loki and the TVA, these little branch timelines, these little things that you're going to have to come back at some point and either retcon or put back together to show people, okay, this actually meant this, and this is how we kind of contort it and put it back together when we had really no plan in the first place other than these being little side quests. Already a little too much, because we had January, March, May, boom, boom, boom. Then you had to back that up. So you've essentially created Disney Plus, gave us 3 bangers, then gave us What If. Again, I'm fine with it. Shouldn't have anything to do with the actual MCU, but I'm fine with it. But then you ran out. And this is where I get a little bit upset. This has nothing to do with what a lot of people are trying to make it have to do with. Who in the blue fuck cares about Miss Marvel in late 21? Hawkeye, She-Hulk. I know some people were saying Moon Knight. Moon Knight started out cool, flamed out bad. These characters, they mean nothing to us. Most set up without any real reason to be set up, just kind of there. Can someone explain to me what the big struggle was for Kamala Khan to have the quantum band? They introduced this girl because she got an artifact in the mail. Her grandmother is from another dimension. This is another part of it. This whole fucking dimension opening, fucking time traveling, no one has the right answer for it, but I guess we'll find out fucking bullshit, is another reason I don't understand why we had to do this. The explanation you have to give for her grandmother sending it to her throughout 14 episodes or however long that thing ran, it doesn't hit with me. There is no grab. There is no attention. She's not an interesting character. Same with Hawkeye. Same with She-Hulk. Quite frankly, same with Moon Knight. Don't even get me started on Secret Invasion. What they did to Nick Fury in Secret Invasion is criminal. I don't know if it's Kevin Feige. I don't know if it's Bob Iger. I don't know if it's Mickey Mouse him fucking self, dude. Someone needs to be arrested. They turned a badass, a leader of the most powerful individuals assembled into a comedy act with a romantic relationship with the Skrull. It's frustrating, man. The more retcon this thing goes, I don't know what direction we're taking this entire back and forth. And then you have shining moments, right? You have shining moments where they continue to flop and flail around on the ground by introducing non-caring characters, people that don't care about the story they're in, like Brie Larson plays Captain Marvel, or they bring us characters we don't care about, like Kamala Khan, I'm sorry, or She-Hulk, sorry, Moon Knight, sorry, now Nick Fury, sorry, I don't care about him. And they take away the grasp and the core concept of what made the MCU the MCU. Characters we cared about. Reasons why we care. Hard-hitting, in-depth stories. Interconnected stories. This is what I've recently said on Twitter. Because I've recently gotten more outspoken because it's just eating me up, all right? It's just eating me up. So I said this when talking about what the plan is to fix things. Right? This is the plan. This is the big plan for Marvel to fix what's happening right now. Because they know. Disney knows. It's not working. Reviving any of these characters right now is not the answer. The whole point of making the MCU what it was is to make these character deaths mean something. Again, because this will kill the MCU. No new stories, characters to gravitate toward, just hits for the nostalgia. That's not what you want. You know what they should do? You know what's the one good thing they've done right now? Loki Season 2. Is a stroke of genius. Everything else, again, shoehorning in Captain Marvel in the peak of what you were doing just so you could introduce Captain Marvel, giving us Disney Plus, and then just smothering all of your fans with stuff that they weren't going to be able to keep up with, didn't care about, and potentially might need to keep up with for the big stories we do care about, and over missing with the ideas of the characters that you want and the motivations behind them. Have killed it. But again, there's one shining moment. There's one superstar right now. And I don't even know what happens next with him. If they leave that story where it is, that might be the perfect ending, but Tom Hiddleston and Loki is a stroke of masterpiece. It is exactly what you do to build and change a character. Loki's arc has gone through this, ups and downs, the entire time. We're all invested. Why? Because they take him seriously. They give him serious motivation. Sure, there's silly moments. Sure, there's jokes. That's fine. Look at this, man. Tom Hiddleston improvised the "For You, For All of Us" line in Thor from the Loki Season 2 finale. I just want you guys to see the parallels. The parallels.
For you! For all of us! For all of us.
Look at these faces, man. Look at young Loki, right? Saying it disingenuously. Just trying to impress a father, not knowing the meaning behind the words. And then the man looking to his friends, knowing that, at least the way it's been explained to me, he's not going to see them ever again. And knowing that's okay. That he really did it for them and everyone. That's what we miss. That's what we need. That's what we love. Because I don't care how much Scorsese sits back and flips through his fucking scripts of the next mobster movie. That's cinema. And if all we get is teases of this kind of stuff in the MCU from here on out, I'll come back for that. But I am gone from everything else, dude. I don't know if they're smart enough over at Disney to understand that people want that. There's an opportunity for Disney to recorrect. And it feels like the world's ready for it. I'm not saying that there's no reason for diversity or having women superheroes be empowered, but let's be honest, it's called the MCU right now for a reason. Deadpool 3, Secret Wars, the Kang Dynasty. These are the reasons you have one more chance to turn it back. Because what we cared about was never, let's see how many superheroes can we shoehorn into a film, or let's see how many people we can continue to try to reach the very niche, small audience of just to gain some sort of clap fest on our Hollywood red carpets. That's not what we care about. Deadpool 3, Wolverine, Deadpool 2, shocking here, hold on. Good characters that we care about, that haven't been killed off in this universe, or at least their introduction to it. Logan movie aside, that one stands alone. I don't know what's going on with Jonathan Majors. I actually like him as an actor. I think he's one of the better actors in the MCU right now. Let's say they move away, like the reports are saying now they're going to do, from Kang, right? Reports are that they're going to move away from the Kang Dynasty, Kang the Conqueror as a ultimate villain, right? This is not me reporting this, Jeff Loveness was removed from writing Avengers The Kang Dynasty because they're reportedly likely moving away from Kang. From writer-podcaster at The Ringer, someone that covers the MCU daily, he is the easiest character to recast if you want to keep Kang by just casting a different variant of him, because we've seen he has infinite variants. But anyway, let's say they're moving away from Kang. There's gonna need to be a big bad, the equivalent of Thanos-level threat in the MCU. It's got to be, at some point in the next 3 years, Dr. Doom. It has to be Victor Von Doom. It makes all the sense in the world. Let's go back to when they debuted, and they didn't even debut it once. They did it 3 times with Fandom. They showed you him on the throne. He looked like Barney. It didn't look great. The CGI wasn't done yet. We didn't have all of the stuff we needed for prime Thanos, but we didn't fucking care. We watched year by year little hints, little peeks of Thanos coming into the universe, on his throne, grabs the gauntlet, fine, I'll do it myself. Then we got intrigued. That we knew was the big bad, because Avengers 1, okay, now we know. Now we know there's a plan in place. We know what the big bad's gonna be. You can do this same thing with Dr. Doom. You can make Kang from that higher tier villain you wanted him to be, just bring him down to semi-level boss status. Apparatus. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he's there doing that, but while all the Kang wars are going on, I don't know, again, who knows what goes on with Jonathan Major, but let's say the Kang wars happen and whatever, and these, if you're gonna use Disney Plus, fucking do it for something like that. I don't know if they're gonna do Loki season 3. But maybe a spin-off series. I was watching, shout out New Rockstars, are the fucking best in the game doing this. Watching one of their videos, they talked about that case file at the end, the Kang variant, one of, that got lost in Quantum Mania. Maybe there's more. Maybe make a series, 12-part series detailing all the 12 variants or something. I don't know. Rama Tut, the whole, you know what I'm saying? Victor Timely, whatever. While this craziness is going on, while we're still trying to figure out what the fuck time travel means, and all these people are being sucked into different universes and pulled from different parts of the timeline and time tree. In the background, Victor Von Doom is using this time to prepare Secret Wars, for a lot of things I don't want to spoil, but Battle World, all these different variants. This is what happens. The smartest guy in the room, Victor Von Doom, is working behind the scenes, is puppeteering things that people aren't paying attention to, is seeing things others aren't. Take my money, that is the goal. That's what we want. That's what we need, man. We need to fear a villain again. Even if we know what happens, people like me, no. But the general audience doesn't. We need to not only fear, but look in awe at a villain and be like, that motherfucker's a badass. He needs to be dealt with. That guy right there needs the Avengers, not the young Avengers, not the fucking kids that Wanda never had running around with capes on and shit. Victor Von Doom would pick one of those kids up and punt him across the fucking universe, dude. No, I don't care about fucking Quicksilver. I don't give a shit. Give me somebody that I can believe can be on this team. And it doesn't need to be Robert Downey Jr. It doesn't need to be Chris Evans. It doesn't need to be those guys. I can see a Deadpool being a part of this. Sure. But don't just give us half-assed options that we've seen fleshed out, or maybe not seen fleshed out over a 12-part series and still trying to figure out what it is that they actually do. That's all I have, though. Disney, figure this shit out, or else, like every other person with a brain that cares about the franchise of Marvel is saying, it will die. Maybe not this year, maybe not in 5 years, but the quality has gone up, but the quality has gone down significantly through shows, movies, outside of a select few. Guardians, Loki, Spider-Man, sure, even though it was a lot of fan service. Make us care again. Otherwise, I think I speak for a lot of people. We're out.